So my name is James Losole. I graduated from University of Arizona in 2018 with a BS in computer science. I currently work for Cisco Systems as a pre-sales systems engineer. Cisco is a technology company. It was founded in 1984 out in Silicon Valley, and since then it's grown to be a Fortune 63 company. Cisco offers a very large portfolio of both products and services. The product side, it's both hardware and software. And on the services side, that could be things like planning, designing, and implementing the solutions that we sell to our customers, and in some cases, maintaining and actually managing those solutions themselves. Being in a sales role, it's also the people side of it. When you are in a client-facing role, you need to be able to put yourself in their shoes and see things from their perspectives and get to understand who they are as a person, right? And the challenges they face and how you can help solve them. There's a lot of, people to people interaction, and, more time is often spent kind of on that side of it than even the technical side. And that's even being as an engineer. I always knew I wanted to be in that type of role where I'm always, going to a customer's office or meeting up for lunch, or just recently, right, doing things in a more virtual way, but it's still impactful, and it's a ton of fun. It's probably my favorite part of the job. I studied computer science, and if you're unfamiliar with the degree, it's easy to sort of jump to the conclusion that, all you do is code, or computer science means that you're a coder, you're a developer, you're a software engineer. In my opinion, that's not really what computer science is all about. Computer science is really just problem solving at its core. And how do you find the most optimal solution? I think that skill alone, being able to do that, is applicable in any field, but especially in mine, especially in any tech company you go to. So yeah, it's definitely related to my degree. Now, with that said, there are opportunities for me to be able to do things like programming and coding, and the industry trend is moving more in that direction. It's not my day job, but yeah, there are certainly opportunities to do that and capitalize on my degree. I think the number one thing I tell people that I mentor, and anyone that asks the question, is, get outside of your curriculum. It's easy to just kind of fall into, not a trap, but just be kind of narrow-minded on your degree and just doing your degree very well. In the tech industry, they want to see a lot of work outside of your degree. Just reading up on industry news and staying current on that, very important to do. What's valuable about that is that you get outside of where you are, right? You can get a different perspective on things. You want to have the best information available to you to make the best decisions. On top of that, there are certifications. Certifications are huge. They're huge in my role and company specifically. We create certifications that a lot of people in the industry test for and try to get certified in. You don't have to wait to graduate college to do that. And in fact, a lot of companies now, whether that's Google, AWS, Cisco, offer certifications that they consider quality enough to just enter a certain role at their company, regardless of you even having an undergraduate degree. It's all out there. It's just kind of figuring out, okay, what do I want to study in? What am I interested in? What kind of path do I want to go down on? And then really capitalizing on that. And there's all different types of tiers of certifications, right? These are not, oh no, it's basically like I'm getting a graduate degree in something. That's not always the case. You can get associate level certifications. Another one is people skills. In my industry, it's certainly a stigma. It's somewhat of a stereotype that, because you're a technical expert or something, or that you're tech savvy, that you might lack social interaction skills, or you might not have any desire to work with people. I've never really found that to be the case, but there is that stigma out there. So, showing that you've done things outside of your degree, again, that highlight the social aspect of things, looks great to employers. And, U of A has a ton of different channels to go into that. So you could join different organizations, start fundraisers, but I would just challenge anyone, go do that, right? And then once you're in, do something in that organization. Don't just be a member of something, right? Get in there and actually try to make a difference, take on a role, whatever that role, is. And preferably, if you're interested in trying to find a leadership role, I challenge anyone to do that. U of A has a large social presence, right? And you can meet a ton of people. There's a lot of different ways you can go about doing it. But in regards to sort of like mentorship and networking, I think mentorship is critical to having any type of career track or progression or success with whatever you're trying to do. My advice that I give is find two mentors. Find one that's 20 to 30 years in the industry, that has obtained a certain level of success, someone that's kind of moved up an organization, started their own company, someone that has a lot of credibility, right? That's been on that journey, that's gone through all those ups and downs. It's more likely than not you're going to encounter very similar challenges that they did, and they're going to be able to help coach you through that. They also have a massive network that they've built in that time. They can easily connect you with people at other companies. That's one type of mentor you want. The other one I would say is someone that's like 2 to 5 years into the industry. You'll be able to relate to that person a lot easier. They also will have more current information on what it's like to actually start wherever you're starting, right? To what is it like to be an entry level employee at a certain tech company? Here's what I experienced. Here's what everyone kind of talks about and what they want to see in people they're hiring. They're a little more closer to the action in that regard, so you can learn a lot from that as well. Yeah, on the networking piece, I wouldn't just rely on your mentors for networking. You got to put in a lot of work on that on the side. Right, Bear Down Network is a great one. That's one I still use today. It's where I've gotten connected with people. People have gotten connected with me. I've noticed with Bear Down Network, if I reach out to someone because they're a U of A alum, they feel inclined and obligated to respond to me no matter what and offer their help and service. And in a lot of cases on Bear Down Network, you kind of check the box that says I'm willing to help, right? So it gets past a lot of that sort of fluff and back and forth that might not be as fun to do or takes up a lot of time. I would also say don't be discouraged about it if people don't get back to you, because I had to talk to tons of people for a couple of years, right, until someone's willing to give you your time, and then more importantly kind of endorse you and kind of give their stamp of approval to someone. But mentoring, networking, absolutely critical for getting into the workforce.